Order submitted.
Hi, it's Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com, and this is a follow-on. I just made a video on how I'm testing the slingshot at the moment with an automated strategy so I can collect lots of data. And I finished an XG trade off there that hit target 3.
Order submitted.
But now what I'm doing, when there's another order gone in on something else. I did mention the oil trade that had triggered in there, and I didn't finish that off. So I've come back to finish this off now. So this one we're testing with 3 contracts where we take one contract off at target 2. We take the next contract off at target 3 and let the other run with the trailing stop in case we get a runner. Now, again, we're trying to devise those strategies to help our traders get the most out of this slingshot trading indicator. And with copper, for example, we're not getting a lot of runners at the moment. With oil, when it runs, it runs. So right now we can see that we've taken one contract off at 89.26 at the second target zone. The stop's still underneath the pullback zone right now. But again, when we're looking at this pullback, it pulled back into that first pullback zone. That's an 85% probability it's going to go and hit target 2. Now you can see that the trailing stop has adjusted and we're above break even. So we're risk free on those other 2 contracts. What we'd like to see now is target 3 hit, take that one contract and see how that trailing stop behaves moving forward. So when you get some good liquid stocks, pardon the pun, like oil, we can help traders understand those multi-contract strategies with using the slingshot. And one of the things I do is continually test these, and I mentioned on the video before, and I'll put the link down below to that video, is that I cannot be in front of the computer 24 hours a day. It's okay running simulations on back historical data, but what I like to do is like to see it work in real time. So the reason why I automate a lot of our trading indicators is just purely for me personally to test and keep adjusting and update any of the software, but also help our users formulate the best type of strategy for certain instruments. Okay, instruments all behave different. This is oil, it's pushing a lot more than we had with copper, and that is the usual case. So if we've got oil traders, this Unirenko 135 is very, very good with the slingshot, and it's more prone to a multi-contract approach to do that, because we can bank profit, we can understand the probability is extremely strong with those pullback zones to target 2. But now what we do for the next few months, once we've launched this, is we really need to concentrate on how we look at those probabilities of target 3 being hit. That will take more testing, and I don't like to back test. I like to test forward in real time. The only way. So we've got now, we have got target 3 hit now. So there's a profit taken on target 2, target 3, and as you can see, our stop has been adjusted there. Now again, it's an automated strategy that's not for the public right now. What it's done is adjusted it back to break even. What I'm going to do is adjust this manually to where that red line is here. That's where the trailing stop is, and that's in reality what we advise our traders to do. Once that starts to print, we start to adjust with that trailing stop. So 3 contracts went in on this trade. First contract was taken out of that magical target 2 because 85% probability when it's pulled back into this zone it's going to hit there. It did. We left 2 more contracts on. The second contract was taken off at target 3, which is what we would advise, and then you let the third contract run with that trailing stop position. So it's made some good money already. We don't know if this is going to continue to run because we've not got a crystal ball. All we can do is devise those rules so when our users use a particular trading indicator, we can advise them on those rules to use that work most of the time. Nothing is 100%, but you can see now we've hovered at this zone, at this third target zone, because again, this is a combination of it's an overlap of fib zones. It's a little wider than that target 2. You see target 2 is quite narrow, but it is a fib overlap zone, and it will cause resistance initially. If it pulls back and takes out a trailing stop, that's fine. Okay. If it has a pullback and then goes again, it turns into a pretty good trade. Maybe it pulls back enough to form another pullback zone, and we start to add some more contracts, and this becomes a continuous trade throughout a period of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video like I did the other one, wait for something to happen, then come back and update you. Okay, so update is we have pushed through target 3, and that happens, and that's why we have the trading stop position to be able to look for those runners. So it's working out very well right now. We have, again, just to remind you, we have target 2 hit, 1 contract off, target 3 hit, 1 contract off, and now the final contract we are just running with the trailing stop at this point here. So it's there's still $270 profit in this 1 contract that's left, so this is working out pretty well. It's doing its job, it's doing what it should do. We've spent 9 months building this indicator. The last 5 months has been with beta testers, so we can really sort of nail down how we introduce those buy signals, all the rules for those buy signals, how we manage those trades, the targets and how to manage those targets. And again, with something like oil, we always look for that trading stop position. So forget where it's moved it to now. We're automated. What we do is once we get a certain percentage over target 3, we adjust the stop to target 3 as well. So because in reality, this is what we will advise our clients to do. This will catch up, but what we have to consider is this was pretty much a parabolic move on oil's case. You see how it's moved that back down now, so you know there's a little bit of lag and leeway with what we do automatically at the moment, because it's just for testing. It's just for me to look at the performance of this, and this is running pretty well. You know, it's back at target 3 now, that trailing stop, and this thing's running really well now. There will be a pullback at some stage. Okay, I'm just looking at other charts right now. Copper's took a massive move up as well. This was European data that's had an effect on that. But again, we're in the trade, and you've got to be in it to win it. So right now, this oil is it's big profits today. We've had target 1, target 2, 1 more contract on the trailing stop position right now. So it's working as it should do. The thing that we want to measure over the next few months as well is not just those percentage probabilities for target 3 on specific instruments, but also what are the next sort of fib levels that we get on average, where we get this next pullback and pivot. Is that do we start to introduce a target 4 that happens over and over again? Without testing in real time, we can't do that. Back testing is okay, but we need to see how current market conditions are behaving on what happens there. So again, we've got an adjustment here. We've got this is now pulling back. Is this pullback, does it come down to target 3? That's the next question that's in my mind. Does it come back and find support at that target 3?
Order filled.
So that's actually taken out now that trailing stop. That was a big trade, okay? 3 contracts of oil. one taken profit here, one taken profit here, and one taken profit on the trailing stop at this point. So again, this is how the slingshot works, but more importantly, this is how I'm constantly testing not just the slingshot but other indicators to see how they perform, so we can guide our customers. And we've got 17,000 customers around the world, and it's growing every day. But I just wanted to give you these, well, it's 2 videos now, insights in a lot of my day. Yes, I'm trading, and this is real, this is real money, it's there, but I'm testing it live. I'm actually making sure that it's doing what it says on the tin. And this is very, very important for me. This is a passion, it's not just a business for me. This has to work. This is not some fly-by-night indicator that I've thought of overnight. This has been 9 months in the making, this slingshot. The last 5 months we've had beta testers using it and help us fine tune where we give those signals, fine tune how we manage it, how we're going to teach it. It's very important that users get involved in this to make sure that we're giving really strong products that will change traders' lives if they follow the rules. So hopefully that helps. Another video, check out the links below for the slingshot, and also the link from the previous video as well, where I was talking about a copper trade. That one was a combination of type 1, type 2 buy, and that only just reached target 3. So hopefully that helps. Speak to you all really soon.